If you never apply, I promise you, you won't get in. Because we don't know you, bro. You never tried. You gotta try. You just gotta try. What is up? I am in my prayer corner. It's like my little box where I can be completely vulnerable and myself. Building your character is what gets you the indie piece, right? It gets you to be that professional. It gets you to be a person of abundance. It brings you closer to God, and just your character is so important. People do remember what you've done, but they really remember how you made them feel. And building your character and taking priority to be a good person is how you get there. Is how does this even character part play a role in everything? Why is it so important? Because when you have patients coming to you, before you, yes, you have your credentials that bring people to you. Yes, you have maybe just how you look that brings people to you. But when people see you and people meet you, your character, how you make them feel is how you create clientele and build rapport. And people want to come back to you because you make them feel good. You make them feel heard. You make them feel understood. You make them feel like they can do this, that they can be empowered about their health. And I did a video talking about how important being the type of professional that empowers our patients is so important, right? Empowering our patients, because natural medicine is meant to empower the patient so they can take over their health and they can create a better life for themselves. So I have to be able to give that, to show that, to give off that, carry that energy, that character piece with me, to really do that how I'm supposed to be doing it, right? Like if we make our patients, if we make people, anybody feel like this, then people don't come to you. People don't want to come to you. And then how can you help? You can't help, you can't heal because nobody wants to come to you because you're not a good character. This is why we're making this video. This is why it's important to take serious who you are, how you make people feel, your karma, really working on being a better person because it's important. And people need you to be the best that you are on the inside, in your heart, and in your field. All these is what we create professionalism. This is abundance, okay? This is everything that we want. Now we're living in our higher self. Because now we have to bring this whole idea of who we want to be as a character, and we have to bring it real life. Like we have to say, okay, I want to be like this. This is my higher self. This is where I am now. I see that I want to be like this, but I have some flaws as far as character. I need to work on some things. Then I need to start living that now. You don't just wake up one day and you're just there. Like you have to build those skills every day. You have to build that muscle, right? So you want to start doing those things now. So you get into an argument with somebody that you love, you try to approach it differently. Whereas you feel like let's say you're short-tempered. You feel like before you would have just told them how you felt, like you was waiting because you was waiting for them to stop talking because you already knew what you had to say. You had been preparing. You honestly wanted to say it 3 months ago, but you didn't. So now you waiting for them to say something so you can say something back. You could go with that. But we want to be professionals. We're working on ourselves, right? And it takes just every little thing. So just taking the extra moment, because you won't get it right at first. Like you have to build up the skill. But taking the extra moment to say, I'm not going to just try to have a response. I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to try to listen and just allow them to express themselves and try to, maybe all I can give in this argument is just let them listen. Or let them talk and let me listen. Maybe the next disagreement, I can let them talk. I can listen. And then maybe I can try to understand where they're coming from. I can try to put myself in their view, in their POV. We're building. It just takes a little bit because when you've been a certain way for so long, you don't just unlearn those things. And you know, a lot of us, including myself, have been through trauma. We've all been through stuff. So you just don't wake up one day and it's just like, oh, I'm there, I'm that girl, I'm a doctor now, so like I'm refined. No, you have to build every day, just like you learn your skills. And when we're in school, we're every single day, You have to go over the material every single day. Yeah, you learned it yesterday. Yeah, you went over it the night before, but you have to do it every single day. And you have to do it with everything, you know? And that's how this is. Learning, slowly choosing, mentally choosing to approach situations differently makes all the difference.
If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change.
Honestly, a lot of this is just growing up. Like, it is genuinely growing up. It's growing up. You have to grow up. If you want abundance, you gotta grow up. You gotta do better. We have to get closer to the things that make us happy, that makes us feel whole. You know, stop going to things that don't make you feel good. It's not, it's like weird. Like, if something don't make your soul feel good and you know that, you have to be stronger than the thing that you feel like you're battling, or the person, or whatever it is. You have to be stronger than those things. And it's like stronger not in strength, but not body strength, mind strength. It's so powerful. You have to choose to say no. You have to walk in faith. That's why I connect a lot of this character piece, because I connected to godliness, like holiness. Like, if I think about my most holiest self, there's a lot of things I wouldn't do and I wouldn't have done, right? And I feel like for me, that holiness is that abundance that I want. That's what's going to get me this practice that I see for myself, this online community on YouTube. I think about you guys all the time, side piece. And I notice when I focus on the things that make me happy, everything falls into place, even if I'm lacking in other ways. I mean, I don't know if we ever all get to a point of just where everything is together. I feel like we're all human, so that doesn't really exist. But I think it's the mere act of trying to be a better person, trying to find refuge in healthier things, right? Trying to find refuge, find abundance, finding character, finding humbleness, finding holiness, finding peace. Because if anything, we all want peace. In you and who you are and the things that you do. Like, I've been thinking about this piece of romanticizing my current life. And that's kind of hard for me because I'm always focused on the next thing, right? I'm always focused on what I want to be doing next. And I'm not used to just like romanticizing what I have right now. I'm thankful. And I think just that very act of showing yourself that you can be thankful for what you have right now, it creates the character to have abundance, right? Because how can God give you more if you're not thankful for what you have? You have to be able to be happy with what you have now, even if you have pain in it. I mean, God is with you. Your pain is not felt alone. There's so much connection. He's right there. He's right here with us. He's in this prayer corner. I don't know how he's fitting, but he's here. Like, you have to start romanticizing what you have and saying, I'm thankful. I'm blessed. That's how you get those blessings, right? Building character. Just being able to, instead of being upset about what you don't have, then just to teach yourself to be happy and thankful for what you do have is how you get what you want. We recognize that we are the creators of our own destiny. We can make our dreams happen, right? But we have to master the art of us. You are your biggest challenge. It's not about nobody else. It's about you and what you have going on, because everything else falls in line when you worry about you and you start cultivating yourself, right? And so the idea of how do we get there now? Like, how do I get to the point that I'm able to attract all this abundance that I see for myself? And to be honest, the main thing is to love yourself. And people tell you this your whole life, but it's real. Loving yourself, loving who you are. Let me bring you closer. Loving who you are, loving the life that you have, being thankful, being grateful, choosing yourself, praying. Everything got better when I started praying. But when I started praying, it just felt lighter. And even if everything was still heavy, it still just felt a little bit lighter, you know? This is all part of the process. And I think we have to change our mind about what the process is and like loving the process and saying, okay, yes, I'm having to shed off a lot. I'm having to let go of this friend. I'm having to sacrifice this, and I'm having to get it a different way. And I thought it was going to be like this, and it took a complete 180, and I don't know what's going on. You don't see that the journey is as beautiful as it is until you allow yourself to. You have to open yourself up. Like, you have to open yourself up to the possibility of different. You have to say, you know what, like, I'm gonna just try. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no clue what's gonna happen when I do this. When I apply to this school, I don't know what these people gonna tell me. when I go to yoga class, I can't bend like this. Like, I'm probably gonna look foolish. First day back in the gym, the first day is always the hardest day. Like, I don't even want to get up. I don't want to go. Oh my gosh, he makes me so mad. They make me so mad. I want to defend myself. Like, no, I'm going to say something. Taking a moment to just change your mind about everything. Put effort into things that can sometimes feel weird. Affirmations.
You better go for it, ho.
If you're not doing affirmations, you need to start doing affirmations.
You look great. You look great.
Talking to ourselves, like getting in tune and looking at ourselves and saying, you are everything that you say you are. Yeah, real bad.
We go together now?
Real bad.
Real bad. You gonna get this abundance real bad.
Whatever you say.
I like that.
It's gonna come real bad. You gonna be happy, real happy. You're gonna find peace. You are smart. You are important. You are intelligent. You can do this. Because you can. But you have to get uncomfortable. You have to step outside yourself for your dreams. And you have to be okay with that. Whatever you want, put that out. Put that out. Just say it. Do it. Affirm it. I want to go to ND school. I don't necessarily have the money for it. I don't necessarily know anybody that's done it. I don't have a lot of support in getting my package together. But I know that I want to do it. This is something that I want to try. I feel like this. Like, I like natural medicine and I want to be a doctor. That's what I want. And that's just what I want. Remember, my 4th grade teacher said, if Kennedy ain't gonna do anything, she gonna ask. And that is me. I'ma ask. Okay? I'm at least ask. So when I was trying to figure out my whole thing for school, I called admissions. They probably heard from me. They know me by name. They probably heard from me twice a week, maybe 3 times if I was real confused. Do you know anybody that can help me? I'm calling Xavier undergrad. I'm reaching out to friends that I know majored in English. What you doing? I'm DMing. Like, you have to try. You have to put that thing out there so that you can get something in return. It's like, if you never apply, I promise you won't get in. Because we don't know you, bro. You never tried. You gotta try. You just gotta try. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to put in the effort. You have to put in effort, hard effort, good effort. Don't just throw anything out there. But be patient with yourself, right? Be patient in your journey. Be patient. Okay, if you can't do it now, well, then when can you do it again? Oh, you missed the deadline? Okay, well, that gives me more time to prep our mind. We're changing our mind. We're not going to victimize ourselves because it didn't work out the first time. We're not going to allow ourselves to be defeated. We're not going to go down that because we don't have time for that. Unvictimizing yourself. You know, like stepping outside of all those negative energies that try to make you feel lesser than, try to make you feel like you can't do something or it's not meant for you, or just because everybody else got it a different way, or it seemed just so good for everybody else that it can't be good for you. Like, that's the old you. And that's what I was talking about, like shedding that old you and creating that higher you that says, yeah, I didn't have this, but so many legends didn't either. So I'm gonna get it too. Yeah, it was gonna take me longer. Oh, I'm gonna prepare. So when I get there, I can sustain myself more. Boom. Changing our mind. We're changing our mind. We're changing our minds. Mind over matter. Retraining your mind. Make your list. Check it twice. Because Santa's going to know who's been naughty or nice. I'm so corny. But yes, y'all. I hope this helped. I hope this just allowed you to think more about who you are and like the character you want to build and how you being committed to who you are in your heart and your faith and the aura and the energy that you give off is what creates that abundance in your professionalism. So patients can be empowered by you, so they can see you and be like, it's possible. It's not going to be perfect, but it's possible. And you can really influence and inspire and really help people heal, you know? And so that's what all this is for. And so I hope these videos can be used like that. And yeah, see you in the next one.